Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day once more. Taking a quick look here at MYRO, seeing what's going on. If you could just before we get started, help me out a lot. Go ahead and hit that like button, of course. Hopefully you can find some benefit today. Again, the whole purpose is just to establish best practice, big picture, kind of look at some things here to see where we're at. Now we're going to draw out some. Well, we might actually draw out some new fibs depending on. Actually, no, we are not. Today's candlestick hasn't closed yet, so there's no need to do that. We can reverse these fibs and effectively get perspective on where it could go next, right? 1.272 is a very common area of continuation if the price goes much further. Okay, is that a guarantee? No, of course not, but that is something we want to pay close attention to. So if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. If you are part of our community, thank you again just for being awesome parts of my life. Congrats on our awesome trades here recently too. Chainlink 35%, SCI 59%. And then we missed our entry on Gal, but that would have hit a good 50% for the third target on the way down. Of course, obviously, hindsight's 2020, right? Should have taken that sooner. But either way you look at it, nice Solana long, ICP long, and SCI Kava. Okay, good stuff there. Last 24 hours been very, very good. So nobody got liquidated, minus the one person who didn't listen to my advice. And that is, again, setting a stop loss, making sure you adjust your take profits. If you take profit, you adjust your stop loss to break even. You always walk away in the green, folks. There's so many ways to be profitable in this market, and holding on for dear life isn't necessarily one of them unless it's a spot bag. Conversation for another day. Okay, so daily time frame. Let's work our way down, see what's going on. Double check a few things. We're going to be above all moving averages. We're running concurrent as well with this ascending trend line. Only thing we can see here is that we're seeing a slight stochastic convergence, which is great. You don't usually see that at this rate, but money flow index and RSI extremely high. The key takeaway here is the MFI is higher than the RSI, basically implying that we have more volume to back up the overbought scenario. So if you will, when the RSI comes up over 70, typically people think that it's a good place to sell. You want to wait for the RSI to come back down below 70 technically, but generally speaking, it's overextended at that point. But in bullish continuation runs like this here, we see this happen all the time, where that comes up very high. Now, with that being high, it's considered to be overbought, right? If you have an overbought situation, hypothetically, the price should pull back. However, in this continuation situation we're in right now, we see a tremendous amount of volume flowing into this coin, and that is increasing the odds of the price action sustaining itself and going higher. Again, we have more people trying to buy than there is the concept of the price being overbought. In other words, people feel like this is still a good value. Okay, it's crazy. I know it's a weird thing to think about, but that is essentially the concept of where we're at. So we're still maintaining ourselves for the most part above the moving average, starting to taper off. So we could very well see the price pull back in a general sense there. Stochastics swinging down as well as the MACD losing its momentum. This is very common when you have such a significant uptrend. So does that mean the price is going to yank back down to this, like I mentioned before, 22/26 cent range being a support level? Maybe. I think it's lower likelihood though, because again, we're over 50 on the RSI, under 70, nice, healthy, comfortable place to be. Okay. So the 4-hour time frame actually looks pretty solid in all reality. Where again, moving averages are all below the price action. We have zero reason to consider shorting this coin, even though yes, it did just pull back, and this is a pretty significant pullback, 22% in 4 hours, almost like 25, if you will. That's a lot. Okay. So there's no doubt that setting stop losses while taking a trade with this coin is extremely important. Low leverage, low position size also important so you can survive these ebbs and flows. Okay? If you are 100x leverage or 50x leverage, you're doing it wrong. And I can confidently say you're kind of being a numbskull by using that much leverage, because you're never going to be successful consistently with that. Okay? And again, if you think hitting a stop loss 5 times until you get it right is the right way to go, you're totally wrong. Just some friendly advice. This is what conservative trading looks like. Healthy profits, consistent profits, 100% accuracy last month. Now, did we hit a stop loss this month? Yeah, we hit 1 stop loss in the last 6 weeks. Okay? I'm not saying that as a bragging. I'm saying this because these are low leverage, 5x, 6x, 7x leverage trades, minus Bitcoin at 10. And they're hitting their targets for a reason, because we're not getting super aggressive and we're making things happen realistically. So just keep in mind, that the mindset nowadays in the crypto world, for some reason, I don't know why, is to consider destroying your account at all times and to high risk leverage everything you got. I don't know why that happened. That's still evades me. But either way, let's go counterculture, folks. Let's actually have some success in trading and be more consistent. So conversion lines above the baseline, lagging spans free and clear. Ultimately, we have all green lights here to leave your long position open and or consider even taking a new trade. Okay. So this is very, very solid. This 0.786 level, that's $3. Sorry, that would be nice. 31 cent range is extremely important. So maintaining above 31 cents here today is a good call. Hypothetically, getting an entry in this level here is a pretty good range. So if you're going to consider an entry, maybe consider getting in now, a secondary entry at about 31.5, bounce off that potential fib level and continue further up. Okay. If we do take a look at TD sequential, we can see we're getting closer to an overextended state. Technically not, actually we got a little reset, but if you were to count technically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we're nearing the bottom of this downtrend, and it should pivot and effectively bounce from here. A lot of this hinges on Bitcoin doing well. If Bitcoin does drop pretty hard, MYRO will drop too. But no matter how you look at it here, right? Say you get in, price continues lower, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to let the stop loss hit, and you're going to set that stop loss based on your risk tolerance, right? Don't set the stop loss based on what Tom, Dick, and Harry are doing. Do it based on you and how much you're willing to win or lose per trade, okay? So truth is, there's no guarantees. While everything is looking like it wants to continue higher, it very well could continue lower and wick down, okay? We did see this here, yesterday, some pretty solid candle wicks. Again, that was manipulative market, but generally speaking, those things will happen, okay? You got to prepare yourself for that. Stop losses are your friend. They're actually a very good thing. Hitting a stop loss is helpful, so you get out of the trade and you minimize loss. Like yesterday, for example, we had some community members that took some small stop losses on the way down, but imagine how great the losses would have been if they hadn't done that. Would have been full liquidation. Okay. Again, use them strategically. All right, that's where we're at there. Last but not least, MYRO is getting added to Bitunix, phenomenal exchange. Link down below. No KYC or VPN required. Highly recommend you use them. They are the best exchange we've used as a community. They make things right. They're constantly improving. But more importantly, they have trailing stop losses and important things that you need to use as a trader to be successful. Okay? Thanks again, Bitunix, and thank you as well for watching. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and follow. Greatly appreciate that. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.